Tom? Well, Jackson spoke to you earlier this week where you were hopeful of playing on Boxing Day. I take it from the fact that you now that you're set to go.
Yeah, I got the call from Mickey yesterday to say that I'm in the final 11. So yeah, very exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. So.
What was your reaction when you got the call?
I was pretty nervous actually, but yeah, in saying that, I'm really excited. You know, I've always wanted to play for Australia, and yeah, I guess on Boxing Day I'll get the chance. So.
And what did Mickey say about your role? Will you open the bowling, for example?
Yeah, I'm going to open the bowling. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So.
Could you just take us through your recollections of the call when you go to your shot?
Pretty much that, you know. There's always a couple of tough conversations you have, and then there's always the pleasant ones, and that was a pleasant one to be able to phone Jackson last evening and tell him that he was going to make his debut in the Boxing Day Test match and that he would be taking the new ball. So that was a pleasant conversation. He was very happy.
Nick?
Pretty competitive spots. Jackson, what do you think got you over the line?
Well, I suppose in the last 18 months I've been pretty successful in first class cricket. I suppose I've got a pretty good record here at the MCG as well, and I guess there's always an element of luck in there as well. There's a few injuries going around, but in saying that, I suppose I feel like I'm ready for Test cricket, and yeah, hopefully I can repay the faith in Mickey and the selectors. So.
John? What do you feel Jackson can bring?
Oh, look, Jackson's brought a huge amount over his last 2 years. You know, when he went down to Tassie, he's bowled unbelievably well, taking 50 wickets last season, well on the way, leading wicket taker in the Shield this year. You know, he brings line and length, he brings pressure, he swings the ball out, he brings some nice pace. You know, he's got all the attributes of a quick bowler. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how Jackson goes here.
Ron? Mickey, presumably that means Mitch starts.
Yeah.
So how did he take that news? He's probably feeling well in the body.
Yeah, look, it's always, you know, that's a real tough decision to make. You know, it's a tough conversation with Mitch, and Mitch took it very, very well. He's clearly very disappointed, and I wouldn't expect anything other than that. We've just got to look and just see the amount of cricket that we've got going forward. Mitch is integral to that. Mitch is our one quick bowler that plays in all three forms of the game. He starts in all three forms of the game, and you know, we've got to be very mindful of the fact that we've got such a lot of cricket coming up and such a lot of important cricket coming up, and Mitch will be integral to that as well. So, you know, it's tough. It is tougher. It's tough on Mitch, but hopefully he misses one test to make sure that we don't have another injury, and that he, you know, there's a lot of longevity with that decision, that he's ready to go in the one days, he's ready to go for the Tour of India, and he's ready to go for the Ashes. You know.
Nick?
Mickey, when will you make the call on the skipper's hamstring?
We'll give the skipper as long as possible. So that might only be on the morning of the game. He's clearly improving. Whether or not you know that gets it over the line, I'm not sure. But we'll give him right until the very last before we make that call.
Tom? Could you describe for us Mickey how he went in his fitness test today, and I guess which way are you leaning at this stage?
Oh, of course. We would. I'd love Michael Clarke captaining the team in a Boxing Day Test match with a series on the line. There's no doubt about that. He went far better today than he did yesterday, and I suspect he'll go far better tomorrow than he did today. So, you know, it's a 50-50 call. We've got to be mindful as well, much like the Mitchell Starc decision, as to the amount of cricket, important cricket that we've got coming up. We've got to be intelligent with the decision we make. But if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Michael Clarke leading the team out on Boxing Day.
Ron? Ultimately, is it largely down to Michael's talk on how he tells you guys that he's feeling, or is it more a medical issue?
Well, it'll be consultation between Michael and Alex. You know, Alex knows Michael's body exceptionally well. He's worked on him so much over their time together. So. You know, ultimately we'll just be guided by what Alex and Michael jointly say, and as I say, we'll give them right up until the last minute to make that decision.
Eliza?
Jackson, who did you ring first for you to tell?
Well, to be honest, I haven't really told many people. It's just sort of between me and Mickey, I guess. So yeah, I should probably go and call my parents after this. And let them know. No, I haven't. So, no, my mum's got a pretty big mouth when it comes to that sort of stuff. So I'm not sure who she would have told yesterday. So, yeah, no, I suppose they'll be pretty glad to hear the news, and it's good to have them in town on Boxing Day. So.
I'll take the blame for that one because I obviously said to Jackson, just keep it between us for the time being, because obviously there's a lot of other processes that you need to go through, like telling the guy who's not playing and telling the other two guys that they are playing, and we'd like to do it properly. So Jackson's free now to tell whoever he wants.
Tom, I think he's Usman's wider, ready to go, and the go-to man if Michael Clark doesn't play.
Yeah, no doubt. Usman's ready to go. We pulled him out as soon as we got the squad. We pulled him out at Big Bash. We sent him up to Brisbane. He went and did some work there with Stuart Law. He did some pro batter work against all the Sri Lankan bowlers. He's as prepared as could possibly be to go. So he's preparing as if he's going to play as well. So that when the decision's ultimately made, he'll be ready if need be.
Nick?
Yeah, Nathan Lyon copped a bit of a sledge from Morley, saying he lacks strike power. What's your reaction to that?
Nathan Lyon is, I've read a lot about Nathan Lyon over the last couple of weeks. Nathan Lyon's still the quickest off spinner to 50 wickets. He's young. He's still finding out about his bowling. Immense potential though. We backing Nathan in because Nathan will deliver for us in the long run. Spinners only reach their peak at 28 or 29. We've got a 24-year-old who's got over 50 wickets, leading wicket taker through the South African series. Nathan's doing everything right. He's working extremely hard. Nathan is a very good bowler and will be a very good bowler for Australia going forward.
Liza?
Jackson, just taking the new ball, I imagine I would have been pretty nervous if someone had said that to me. What's your reaction to that?
It's nothing different to what I've done in first class cricket. I think I've opened in probably 15 out of 17 games, so I'm definitely not going to try and do anything different. I suppose there's going to be a few more people there on Boxing Day, but that's something that I'm going to have to deal with, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Really, I'm pretty excited. So,
Stop, Chris?
Jackson, what happens tonight? Do you sleep?
well, I'll try to sleep. Last night was a bit of a restless sleep, but yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully.
Tom? I guess with the excitement, Jackson, you've got form, sort of strike that balance. Have you got a good mentor you've spoken to, perhaps Mickey, over the last few days about embracing this opportunity?
I haven't really spoken to anyone about that sort of stuff yet. I'm sure I will. There's a lot of experience in the change rooms in terms of bowling, coaching, and stuff like that. I've spent a lot of time with Ali the winter, just through being down at Tassie with him last year. So I'm sure I'll speak to those guys in the next couple of days and yeah, just try and get my head around it. So.
Chris?
Mickey, we've just heard you say a little bit about physically, what Jackson's capable of, but handing the new ball mentally, you must feel that he's very much at the right level.
Yeah, definitely. We do. We've got a lot of faith in Jackson. We at the start of the summer we had a list of bowlers that we wanted to keep fresh and keep ready to go, and Jackson was one of them. And he was one of them for the simple reason that he brings everything that we want. I said pace. He brings swing. Consistency. He's done it all. So we've got no issues about throwing the new ball to him. We're pretty confident that Jackson has the ability to execute exactly what we want.
Tom? Jackson, no doubt you worked hard for it. Was this the best Christmas present you've ever had?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a bit different to Christmas last year and the years before, so yeah, I'm pretty happy actually, so it's good.
What do you
No, go ahead, Chris.
What do you usually do on a Boxing Day? Have you got a tradition with the family or anything? Or
No real traditions. I probably would have been back up in Sydney or down here, but yeah, last year I came to the Boxing Day test last year. Yeah, it's a great day. It's good fun, so yeah, it's going to be a blast to be part of it. So.
Thanks, everyone.